Before we get started, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to get notifications whenever we share a video. Apple is rumored to be working on a low-cost iPhone that could launch within the next few months. And as with any new imminent iPhone launch, case makers are already scrambling to get cases ready for the new devices. The company Totally has already started to make cases for the new device that has been heavily rumored to be identical to the iPhone 8. And so some of the images that we're looking at here with the new case on it just kind of looks like a case on an iPhone 8. Totally says the cases will be available on March 24th, but that's really just the date the iPhone SE pre-orders began back in 2017. And so that's pretty much a decent guess on when an event could potentially be held. If you want to check out more information about the rumored low-cost iPhone, I actually did an entire video on it, and you can check that out by clicking the card in the top right corner. And it's looking more and more like the next generation iPhone SE is really well on its way. So let us know your thoughts, and if you plan on picking one up in the comments down below. Apple is also rumored to be working on a new pair of AirPod Pros that have been coined as the AirPod Pro Lites. It's possible that these are just the next generation of standard AirPods, but they'll look to ditch the current AirPods design in favor of the AirPods Pro design for a better fit with a wider range of consumers. While we don't know any exact specific details of these new headphones, my guess is it'll probably come with a slightly cheaper price tag and no active noise cancellation or transparency features. Now, what I'm about to say might be unpopular here, but hear me out. Active noise cancellation with in-ear headphones, I'm not talking about over-ear headphones because I really do like noise cancellation with over-the-ear headphones, but inside the ear, using active noise cancellation is just not for me. So on my last two trips, both times, I've actually had some ear damage. Now that's not 100% the headphone's fault, I get that, but I've had a lot of ear pain afterwards. And I just feel really weird, kind of lightheaded from the pressure and that feeling that I get with noise cancellation on when using AirPods Pro. I've actually been turning it off in situations that do not call for noise cancellation. But honestly, I'd be pretty on board with a similar model because I do like the fit and the audio quality is a little bit better than the AirPods. But no active noise cancellation and a cheaper price tag just sounds good for me. And I'm sure there's other people out there that might actually want this. So again, I would love to know your thoughts. Go ahead and let me know if you'd want a similar AirPods Pro-like device, but with no noise cancellation. Last week, we touched on the coronavirus and the potential effects that the virus could have on Apple's production. And today it seems as though the previously mentioned low-cost iPhone will not suffer any delays. But unfortunately, the same cannot be said for the iPhone 12. According to DigiTimes, it appears that the iPhone 12 models are unlikely to enter production in June, citing unnamed industry sources. Given that the coronavirus outbreak is a fluid situation, timeframes are likely to change, but it does appear that Apple will still plan to announce its next generation of iPhones in September, regardless of any potential delays. So that's good news. Finally, in Apple-specific news, Apple was the number 6 worldwide smart speaker market vendor, well behind the leaders of Amazon and Google, which is really no surprise, as well as other Chinese companies like Alibaba and Xiaomi. Apple shipped 1 million more HomePods in Q4 of 2019 than it did in Q4 of 2018 when it shipped 1.6 million, marking a 65% increase in growth. But that didn't really translate to a major increase in market share though, as Apple ships a lot fewer speakers than the other brands. Finally, I do want to touch on some quick news around the rest of the tech world. This past week, we saw the new Samsung devices firsthand at the Unpacked event in San Francisco, where the company introduced its latest flagships, the Samsung Galaxy S20 lineup and the Galaxy Z Flip. Now, we did a video highlighting these devices, as well as a video around the new true wireless earbuds that they announced with the Galaxy Buds Plus. And of course, feel free to check those out. I'll leave a card up here. But today, the Z Flip officially went on sale, actually this morning at 12:01 a.m. Or at least that's what was advertised when the company announced that it was going to go for sale this morning. I waited up until 12:01, I actually logged on around 11:50, and I noticed that I could already add the phone to my cart, meaning that the orders went live and they were already sold out. Within minutes of me checking, they were gone. I might have seen that one was available, but I think that was a lie because I actually talked to a Best Buy rep and he looked into all the stores in Ohio, which is where I'm at, and they absolutely had 0 in stock. And he doesn't think that anyone got any to pick up in stores. Now, I don't know if that's 100% true. I know some people were able to get devices today, but we were not. However, we did get one ordered and it should be here early next week. So if you want to see our perspective, the iPhone user's perspective on the Galaxy Z Flip, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss that video. I do plan on actually dropping my iPhone for quite a bit as my main phone and making the Z Flip my main phone. This means no iMessage or AirDrop, which is going to be fun. Finally, Andy Rubin, the co-founder of the Android operating system, his company Essential is officially shutting down, failing to launch a follow-up phone to its ceramic edge-to-edge display designed Essential phone that came out back in 2017. Now, I honestly really like that phone. That edge-to-edge display with the little cutout notch was kind of one of the first of its kind to be released at that time period, but I don't really care that the company's shutting down all too much. I'm not really losing a lot of sleep. However, Essential did buy Newton Mail and revived it like 6 months ago when Newton Mail essentially shut down earlier, and they never updated the app after they brought it back. And since they own Newton Mail, they're also shutting down the email app again. And if you guys know me, you know that I love that app, and so now I'm sad again. So aside from some of the obvious apps like Outlook, Apple Mail, Spark, is there any other email app out there that you all like that has an iOS and macOS version? Please let me know in the comments down below. And also, if you have any more thoughts or questions from this week's top stories, go ahead and let me know in the comments below as well. This has been Dan with MacRumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you around in the next video.